What is good, Slap City? In this video, we're going to break down the Logan Greenhalgh versus Cody Young fight from Power Slap 12. So we're switching it up a little bit today. I don't usually get to do the early prelims. This was an early prelim fight that wasn't televised. It's funny because on the Power Slap page, when they post these fights, people are always like, where's the crowd? Where's the crowd? It's like, dude, there is no crowd because you're literally not allowed to be in there unless you have like a special pass. It's always funny to see that. They're like trying to shit on Power Slap when it's like, bro, you couldn't even get in there if you wanted to. But anyway, that's besides the point. Yeah, I don't usually get to do the early prelims. They're not usually the most well-known strikers. In this case, Greenhalgh's been around, but it was a pretty stacked card. So Cody, it wasn't his first fight. He's a season 3 guy. He won by DQ on the show, so he was coming in 1-0. Just had absolutely no idea what to expect from Cody against Greenhalgh, and it was a tough matchup. It was definitely a tough matchup. So Greenhalgh was coming down from heavyweight. He's always fought at heavyweight, which is pretty crazy because he is not a big heavyweight. Like, he was solid. You know, I think he was like a 50-50 fighter at heavyweight, completely undersized the majority of the time. The reffing was pretty lenient. I just continue to see comments on the videos from Power Slap fans that honestly still just don't understand the rules, and that's part of why I have this channel, to be honest with you. These breakdowns, like, especially when Power Slap doesn't really update their rules on the website, it just really leaves their fans in the dark. I saw a lot about Cody flinching. I saw Logan stepping, and I think that there was some movement on the Logan side too, personally, that we'll look at too. So yeah, it was very lenient as far as the reffing goes. The biggest misunderstandings from Power Slap fans these days on the fouls, one is flinching. Okay, flinching is a big one. And so we'll take a look at that. And then for the stepping, you are allowed to lift your heels both before and after contact. Now, it's supposed to be minor. They needed to take that shit out. You're just allowed to lift your heels before and after contact, basically. And then after contact, you're allowed to straight up pivot. You are allowed to straight up pivot as long as it's after your hand has hit their face. Yeah, it just completely irks me to this day that they haven't updated their rules to show that you're allowed to pivot after contact, because you look way worse when it says you can't pivot on the website and dudes are out here doing full 360 twist aerials. But yeah, anyway, so this was a great fight. I think that the early prelims don't get enough love. And yeah, anyway, with that said, let's get into it. Now, Cody won the toss, so he's striking first. He actually has an interesting strike. It's a lot like Dorian Perez when he's about to strike, except he's going on 1, obviously. Dorian goes on 3, but it looks a lot similar. Yeah, Cody, right on 1.
You ready? Good. Sir, which hand, what count?
Right on 1.
Are you set there?
So Logan Greenhalgh,
Yep.
Right on 1
down
with
from
a
the
measure.
heavyweight division.
Right
A few days ago, he was weighing 228 pounds. So he cut 23 pounds in a couple of days. But it did not affect him.
Okay, good shot from Cody. Logan, able to eat it. Does the nom nom. We need to start making some new ones of those. Take a closer look. You can see a strong brace from Logan there. Okay, stop it here. So, decent placement. You'll see that he missed the button on this one. He came in a little bit high of the button. It's in the top of the target area, so clean strike. Pretty good strike. Now, Logan did move a little bit, which kind of looked like it affected the placement a little bit. I don't necessarily know that this is enough to be called a flinch, but definitely worth noting. Yeah, lifts both heels, but those are minor heel lifts. That's not a stepping violation. You're allowed to lift both heels before and after contact. You just can't pivot before contact, which he didn't.
So Greenhalgh's turn to slap here in the first round. He has 2 wins, 2 losses, and 1 draw. The draw coming.
So Logan, left on 3, 2-0 and slap in second. Some people just like to get hit first.
Coming by knockout, and it was in the first round against William Woods. Let's see if he can get another one here.
And it's worth
With a measure
reminding ourselves that Logan Greenhalgh was a powerlifting state champion. So he's very strong.
See if that translates.
Oh, good shot.
Yeah, both men.
Okay, good shot from Logan. Cody able to eat it and stare him down. Looked like a little bit of movement. Okay, so Cody leaned into it. So this one for me, I think that this actually could have affected the placement of the strike. And in this case, Logan lands a little bit above the button. So there's a chance that this could have been a shot that would have hit the button and ended up being a little bit high because of the dip. I think you could have called a flinch here personally. But Logan moved on the first one. So if you're going to let Logan's go, then I like that they let this go. Boom. Good power. It was a good strike. Boom. Cody just able to eat it. Look at his hair. He had a great stare down, and that's good. But in a close round, that's not enough to win the round. Like, he did the hard part. He took the slap, give him the stare, and then fucking do a quick lap. Say that wasn't shit. Rather than just walk directly back to your corner, in my opinion. If you're trying to win a power slap fight.
All right, so you guys both giving the first round to Greenhalgh.
Mike said a former power lifter. See,
All right, so round two, Cody right on one.
that power translates at a smaller weight class.
Yeah, for Cody, first time doing it in front of a crowd on the big stage. So now he gets a second go. What did he learn from the first slap?
Oh, nice one.
Well,
Okay, good shot from Cody. Logan, able to eat it. Didn't like it, but able to eat it. The first one didn't really faze him much at all. This one, poker face wasn't nearly as good. Take a closer look. Boom, clips him right on the chin. Little bit of a roll from Logan there, man. I'm not going to lie. People were talking about Cody flinching, but Logan was moving a little bit too. Okay, right on the button. I'm not usually a big fan of the right on one for people that are newer, but he has it dialed. If you follow me on Instagram, I put up a little stat that I took from the early prelims. I forget exactly what it was, but it was something like 70% of the people that lost on the early prelims went right on one. It was like something that I just couldn't help but post because most people can't master it in that short of a time.
If he's hurt or not, you can see a lot more impact on this one from Greenhalgh. The first one, he just ate it pretty well. This one, definitely a more significant strike on the part of Cody Young.
yeah, Logan, he didn't like that one. He had a face like a slapped ass.
What the actual fuck does that even mean? Can anybody tell me? Bisping was on one, man. I wasn't a fan of the three-man commentary booth, at least not with this combo. They need to get me up on this bitch. Cody's stance here on defense. So he's touching the table, but his knees are touching the table. It's not like his waist. Some people like to lean on the table and act as like a third leg.
1, 2.
Here we go. That's a good shot. Sits him down.
Cody goes down. Starts to get up. Look at Wolverine come all the way up onto the stage. Right in his grill. I don't even know if this is allowed. Tells him to stay still. Every 101 in power slap. Absolutely textbook. Yeah, able to recover.
He took the time. He played that perfectly.
Yeah, good coaching, too, to let him know when to get up at the last second. Take a look at this shot right here. And I want to see if there was any type of flinch involved from Cody Young. Biggest shot of the match so far by Logan Greenhalgh.
Boom. That was a huge shot from Logan there.
The cotton of the mouthpiece, something fell right there. He is dazed and confused, could not find his balance.
He certainly seemed like he flinched to me.
Well, it doesn't.
Shout out to the catcher there.
Yeah, no, regardless. He hit the canvas pretty hard.
Nothing was called.
But that's why he played it perfectly, as I said.
Yeah, you saw his head moving right there, a bit of a flinch.
Yeah, he definitely leans into it a little bit. This is what I wanted to say about the flinching, right? So you will never see somebody flinch, get absolutely rocked and knocked down, and then have them call a flinch and take another slap. They will not do it because small reactions are allowed as long as it doesn't affect the power of the strike. At the end of the day, this is a show. They want good shows. They don't want fouls. So if you just got a knockdown then why would you ruin it with a foul and make him take another hit? So, like, is this a flinch? Yes. Is it a foul? No, it's not a foul. Now, if he had leaned into it and then it fucked up the strike and he didn't have to take the strike, then they would call a foul. It's pretty simple.
Right there, a bit of a flinch.
Leaned into
Got
it a
away
little
with
bit.
one of them.
See what kind of answer Cody Young has here.
Okay, good shot. Stumbles Logan. Logan able to recover. Logan has a fucking shin on him, dude.
Think about it for a bit.
Yeah, we got a competitive match on our hands here. Logan.
Boom. Right on the jaw. For me, this one is a flinch. I think that this is a flinch. I think that it was enough to affect the power of the strike, even though it was a good strike. That's why they didn't call it. Similar to what I said when I said that if you flinch and you get knocked down, like they're usually not going to make you take another one. It's kind of the same here. Like this was a good, powerful strike, so that's why they let it go. I was shocked to see the announcers not talk about this. Like how do you not see this? I don't know. That was a little weird to me.
Think about it. Cody Young barely made the count, and he comes back and delivers a devastating strike.
Bro, make it count.
We'll see how well Cody Young's shin is going to hold up in this last strike of the fight.
9-9.
So this is big though. The last chance. There it is. 6 it down.
Boom. Cody goes down. Okay, he tries to get up, stumbles. Yeah, they're definitely going to wave it off there. Again, it's just so much harder in the moment, so much easier said than done when you're absolutely rocked to remember to take your time. I don't know that he necessarily had enough time to gather on his knee. He might have had 1 to 2 seconds. And so I don't necessarily think that that would have saved him, but that just happened so fast. There's no way Wolverine could have gotten up there that quick, and I think that they might have even warned him about going up on stage. Boom, right on the jaw. That shit hurts, man. So we don't have a great angle of this slap. From here, it looks like it could be a little bit deep, but it's really tough to tell. I mean, he is definitely using all of his hand, so definitely can't go any deeper than this. Honestly, might even be a little bit deep. As far as the power, I mean, it was there, dude. Logan's power translated, coming down from heavyweight. Okay, so if we pause it here, I'm not going to lie to you, there's absolutely nothing minor about this heel lift. This is a major heel lift, but with no pivot, they are not going to call this. They're trying to get rid of stepping, so if you're a power slap fan that thinks this is a step and is annoyed with the fact that this isn't a step, you really need to come to the terms that this is the reality that we live in now. I mean, they're trying to get rid of stepping, so this is not going to be a stepping call. Do not expect this called. I think that light heavyweight needed some new blood. He's going to be a problem at light heavyweight, man. The chin translated, coming down from heavyweight. I think that for Cody, I mean, a TKO loss, not ideal, but came in the 3rd round against a proven guy and put on a show. Rocked Logan in the 3rd round. And so, yeah, I think he did enough to get himself another fight in power slap, which is tough to do these days. Like, so this was important for Cody, win or lose, to put on a show and come out and show promise here, and I think that he did that. Excited to see what's next for Logan. As far as matchmaking goes, you could do something like him versus TJ Thomas. I think that one would be good. You could do him versus like an Alan Klingbeil. I think that one would be good. I think that you could just straight up run the rematch. I would watch this one again. I'm not sure exactly what's next for Logan, but I think he deserved, at the very least, a top 10 guy now. I mean, you can't give him another unranked guy. I'll be doing the Chief versus Wesley one next. Anyway, hope y'all enjoyed this. Till next time, like, comment, subscribe. Peace.